who are now not only business partner, but friends of us and our families. It is important to both understand and remember the history that led us here to this celebration day of our joint venture, Juteborg Razzaque Bangladesh Ltd. It is important to look a little in the rear view mirror now when we are planning our common future. Therefore, I would like to mention two things that was very important that brought us here today. The first one was in 2018, the 27th of September. Shamaskor sent a mail to Juteborg, the manager director. You can raise your hand so everyone knows who you are. In this mail, you wrote that we have seen your promotion here in Bangladesh and all over the world. We would like to work with you if any way possible. Please let us know next time you come to Bangladesh. And that was the first introduction to Razzaque and Juteborg. And the second important event, that was in 2019, last year, the 27th of February. It was a late night in our hotel in Dhaka, where Juteborg asked the question of a deeper cooperation by starting a joint factory to manufacture the Jute. Mr. Bashar and his wonderful team then discussed and confirmed their desire for cooperation after a memorial conversation with his father. This was a very short storytelling. And of course, there are a lot of more important events and a great team behind this work, and that has brought us here. So as far as our common future is concerned, I see tremendous potential in the automotive industry. Now huge demands are being put on restructuring the entire industry to become much more sustainable. Lightweight and circular systems are driving demand for more sustainable materials, such as Jute. This also applies to the maritime sector, where demand of electric-powered boats is increasing every day. So far, we in Juteborg, together with Razzaque, we have performed a limited number of very successful tests in both sectors. And more are in the pipeline with other potential customers as Husqvarna. That's a big company making chainsaws and robot lawn movers. Another area with a lot of potential and growing demand, that is granule for 3D printing. Here we are ongoing discussions with several potential customers. The future is great. Christina?
Okay. We have a dog here today.
Yes.
Dear all, why are we here? Shurnali Ansh, the golden fiber of Bangladesh. Because jute is the most sustainable material in the world. Because jute meets all the pillars of sustainability: economic, ecologic, and social pillars. It's best of all materials. So today we're here to celebrate the jute journey so far. Teamwork, loyal partnership, and collaboration made it possible to reach the stage we are in now. It is in fact crucial to be able to deliver outstanding results. Partnership is also set as goal number 17 in Sustainable Development Goals by United Nations, and it is often referred to as the most important goal. Each and everyone in this Zoom room has worked hard to make this success story so far, and we together continue this path. We believe anything can be possible. We have lots of challenges ahead, of course. Working with our dear partner Razzaque Jute Industries Limited and you all, we in Juteborg are sure all challenges will be solved together in the best and most creative way, with eyes focused on our joint venture, Juteborg Razzaque Bangladesh Ltd. The sky is the limit. Opportunities are immense for us as a company, as well as for our partners' companies. Jute business development now is the target, and we have identified a full portfolio of different Juteps to meet our customers' requirements and the properties of different plastic products. And when it comes to construction industry, where I have my feet in the ground, it is the fast lane of reaching the 17 Sustainable Development Goals of the UN. So this milestone is highly important for Bangladesh as a nation as well, and as it is for the whole world, which can be part of the puzzle to transform the world into a sustainable planet. After this meeting, we ask you to check into our platform, www.farmer2factory.com. This project aims to certify and trace jute from the very seed to the ready product in the factory, and at the same time, give the farmers a fair wage. We have now, with support of Nordic Climate Facilities in Nordic Development Fund, validated the model and created a database with like 1,200 farmers. Next step, the pilot, will hopefully start in a year. Together, we will all be the change agents in the jute industry, as well as leading jute industry into a new era of sustainability and prosperity. And as you all know, jute rocks.
Fantastic. Thank you very much to both Else-Marie and Christina for such wonderful speech. And I can, you know, I always get this goosebump when I listen to this fascinating stuff about jute from both of you, because originally from Bangladesh, I really can feel the immense impact and potential of making a glorious future for the country and for the world through sustainability and doing this jute innovation altogether. So it's a really tremendous journey we're all together in. So it's really fascinating to be part of it as well. Now I'd like to ask Bashar Bhai to say a few words on behalf of Razzaque Jute Industries Limited.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. Sorry, I cannot good English, then I talking in Bengali. Then please translate Mr. Abid, I request him.
Oh, all right. Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Cholen, boli.
বাংলাদেশে আমরা পাট নিয়ে কাজ করি। বাংলাদেশের একবারে প্রত্যন্ত অঞ্চলে আমার জন্ম। আমার জন্মভূমির মধ্যেই পৃথিবীর মধ্যে সর্বশ্রেষ্ঠ পাট উৎপাদনকারী একটি স্থান। সেইখানেই আমি পাট রপ্তানি, পাটের আঁশ থেকে সুতা এবং বিভিন্ন ডাইভার্সিফাইড প্রোডাকশন করে ওয়ার্ল্ডের বিভিন্ন জায়গায় এই ন্যাচারাল প্রোডাক্ট কিভাবে পাঠানো যায় এই ধারাবাহিকতায় আমি বিভিন্ন ডাইভার্সিফাইড প্রোডাকশনের জন্য কাজ করতে থাকি। সেই ধারাবাহিকতায় আমার জুটবর্গের আমি জানতাম যে দীর্ঘদিন আমি খোঁজ নিয়েছি যে জুটবর্গ যারা জুটবর্গ সুইডেনিরা ওয়ার্ল্ডের মধ্যে পাট নিয়ে কাজ করে এবং এই ন্যাচারাল ফাইবারকে কিভাবে আমাদের যে আজকের এই পরিবেশের যে একটা দুর্দিন এই দুঃসময়ের মধ্যে তারা যে ক্লাইমেট এবং পরিবেশ নিয়ে যে ওয়ার্ল্ডের মধ্যে কাজ করছে আমি তাদের কাছে আবেদন করি। বহু বাঙালির এবং ইন্ডিয়ানদের আবেদনের পরিপ্রেক্ষিতে সর্বশেষ আমরা রাজ্জাক জুট ইন্ডাস্ট্রি ভিজিট করে এবং প্রকৃতপক্ষেই আমরা বাংলাদেশের একবারে আদি কৃষকদের নিয়ে কাজ করি। সেই ধারাবাহিকতায় আমরা চাই, তখন আমরা তাদের কাছে বলেছি এদেশের মানুষ খুব কষ্ট করে স্ট্রাগল করে এই সোনালী আঁশ বিদেশে রপ্তানি করে তারা কিভাবে তারা এটার ন্যায্য মূল্য পাবে, এইটা কিভাবে পৃথিবীর বুকে একটি স্বনামধন্য একটি ফসল হিসাবে রূপান্তরিত করা যায়, সে আবেদন রাখার পরে জুটবর্গ সুইডেন ওনারা আমাদের দেশ এবং আমাদের মিল ভ্রমণ করে আগ্রহী হয়। সেই ধারাবাহিকতায় আমি ওনাদের সাথে কাজ করে আজকে আমরা যে পর্যন্ত পৌঁছেছি যে আমাদের এই জুটবর্গ এবং রাজ্জাক জুট আমাদের একসাথে কাজ করার সৌভাগ্য হয়েছে। সেই ধারাবাহিকতা আজকে আমরা এই মিটিং, আমি অনুরোধ করছি আবির ভাইকে ইংরেজি ধন্যবাদ করার।
That was a quite a good challenge, right? But anyways, I can feel your emotion and excitement, you see. So I'll try my level best to make everyone understand what you have just mentioned. Bashar, I mean, I'll not speak as the Bashar, but as myself, and I'll try to summarize what he has just mentioned. So Bashar is born and brought up in a very rural area of Bangladesh, where the best quality of jute grows in the whole world. The place is called Faridpur, and he has been, he has brought up in the jute ecosystem together with his family. So they were part of jute cultivation once, and he has this passion all the time to work with jute, some kind of innovation with jute, and do diversification and export jute diversified product from Bangladesh to outer side of the world. And while doing that, according to him, in addition to his business ambition, he had this ambition to support and help the poor jute farmers who have been relentlessly working very, very hard to grow this wonderful fiber in Bangladesh. So when he learned about Juteborg, he tried to reach to us via their people. He also learned that Juteborg is one of the finest companies in the world who has been working with jute innovation, not only in research and development, but also to make it commercialize. So he also got to understand that Juteborg has been in touch with many other companies, both in Bangladesh and in India. And finally, he reached to us, applied to us for a visit to his place and to look at his business for a consideration in future. So he did this especially when the situation was not very good in the jute industry as far as business is concerned. But despite that fact, he knew Juteborg is in this journey of sustainability driven business for facing the climate change. And he figured out that maybe if he can impress Juteborg, there will be an opportunity to do a better work together. And accordingly, Juteborg visited them at their place. And after several discussion and other due diligence, it was agreed and the partnership has formed. So he is really very thankful to all the people in Juteborg and rest of the people that we have finally chosen and accepted to work together. And that's how over the time, the journey has been quite bumpy, but we have been able to succeed. And today we are now on this virtual meeting room to talk about that. Bashar bhai, apnar kache.
That was a good one.
Thank you. Yep.
তো এই ধারাবাহিকতায় আমি আজকে আমরা যে বসেছি একত্রিত হয়েছি আমাদের এখন আমরা এমন একটা অবস্থানে আছি যে আমাদের এই মুহূর্তে আমাদের শুধুমাত্র প্রোডাক্ট তৈরি করার জন্য শুধু আমরা আমাদের মেশিনটা এই মুহূর্তে অল্প সময়ের মধ্যে আমরা আশা করতেছি যে আমাদের দেশে আসবে এবং এই প্রোডাক্টটা এই আমরা কোভিড দিয়েই বুঝতে পারতেছি যে ক্লাইমেট চেঞ্জ এবং পরিবেশের কারণে দুনিয়ায় বিভিন্ন ধরনের মহামারী ন্যাচারাল প্রোডাক্ট ন্যাচারাল ফাইবার দেশের ন্যাচারাল প্রোডাক্ট পৃথিবীর মধ্যে একটি সুন্দর একটি পরিবেশের জন্য কাজ করবে এটা আমার কাছে অনেক গর্বের এবং আমাদের এই ক্ষুদ্রতম একটি বাংলাদেশের প্রোডাক্ট সারা বিশ্বের বুকে পরিচিত হবে এটার জন্য আমি গর্ববোধ করি এবং আমি অনেক অনেক ধন্যবাদ জানাই এই জুটবর্গকে যারা এই বাংলাদেশের এই একটি ক্ষুদ্র এই কৃষি পণ্য নিয়ে তারা কাজ করছে এবং যারা এই কাজের সাথে যারা জড়িত আছেন আমি সবার প্রতি আল্লাহর কাছে ফরিয়াদ জানাই যে সবাই যেন এই কাজের সাথে যারা জড়িত আল্লাহ যেন সবাইকে ভালো রাখেন সবার পরিবারকে ভালো রাখেন যেহেতু পৃথিবীর বুকে একটি ন্যাচারাল প্রোডাক্ট হয়ে যেটা মানুষের পরিবেশের ভারসাম্যতা ঘুরায় দেওয়ার জন্য কাজ করতে পারে আমরা আশা করি যে এটি আমি আল্লাহর কাছে ফরিয়াদ জানাই এবং আমরা অনেক আশাবাদী যে এটি পৃথিবীর বুকে একটি সর্বপ্রথম ন্যাচারাল প্রোডাক্ট হিসাবে পরিচিত হবে আমি সবার কাছে দোয়া চাই যে এটা যেন আল্লাহ আপনারা দোয়া করবেন এবং আমাদের সহযোগিতা করবেন যাতে এইটা পৃথিবীর বুকে আপনাদের নিয়ে আমরা যেন একটি সুন্দরভাবে পরিচিত হতে পারি এটাই আমার বক্তব্য সবাইকে ধন্যবাদ
Okay, now I'll try to explain the last part of Bashar's speech. And he started off with saying like the world is actually facing two different and really serious issues at this moment. One is, of course, climate change, and the second one is COVID-19 pandemic. And these two crises are actually, making the demand of sustainable business and sustainable product even higher. So he has been really, really thankful to the team, especially Juteborg and the related people around here who have been relentlessly and doing lots of hard work to make this happen. And especially considering the current situation, Bashar is actually asking Giorgio from ICMA Italy that if the machine is delivered fast, it would be really, really helpful, not only for the business, but at the same time to introduce this Jute product, a natural-based alternative to plastic, for the very first time to the world. And when we do this work or business together, we're actually creating immense possibility for the people around the globe and in Bangladesh as well. And especially when we are taking jute from Bangladesh, adding value to it in Bangladesh, and then the world market is the target of ours. So that's where the impact is going to be immensely high. And all people who are here, everyone is somehow connected and be part of it. Especially, he's also referring to ICMA that they are also going to be part of this journey, since they are the first machine provider for such wonderful venture that we are going on right now. So he ended up asking for all of your blessings and good wish. And he also prayed to the Almighty that he gives us all the success that we deserve in our combined and collective journey in future. So that was his speech. Thank you very much. Yes.
আপনি তো বলে দিয়েছেন আবির ভাই, সর্বশেষ ওইটাই যে আমি আসলে এই কোভিডের মধ্যে খুব আমার কষ্ট হয়েছে যে এই কোভিডের মধ্যে বাংলাদেশ থেকে কোনো এলসি হয় না। বিশেষ করে ইতালিতে খুব মহামারী ছিল, কিন্তু আমি নিজে খুব কষ্ট করে বাংলাদেশ ব্যাংকের অনুমোদন, আপনারা জানেন ক্ষুদ্রতম দেশ, এইখান থেকে আমরা অনেক ব্যাংককে অনুরোধ করে বহু করে আমি এলসিটা করেছি। আমি খুব অনুরোধ জানাই কুরাডো এবং ইকমার যে প্রেসিডেন্ট আছেন জর্জোকে স্পেশালি আমি অনুরোধ জানাই যে জর্জো যদি আমাদের এই মেশিনটা অতি দ্রুত আমাদেরকে দিত। অনেক জায়গায় তো তাদের ব্যবসার জন্য এখন অতটা ইম্পর্টেন্ট না, আমরা যত তাড়াতাড়ি পাইতাম আমার মনে হয় যে আমরা খুব দ্রুত। আমি স্পেশালি একটু রিকোয়েস্ট করি যে জর্জো যেন আমাদের প্রতি এক্সট্রা একটা সহানুভূতি দেখায়।
I think Giorgio has picked up the keywords, special, request, and everything. So I just put them all together. The point is making the letter of credit for Bangladesh to Italy, especially during this COVID situation. It was almost near to impossible. It was not only that Bangladesh had the spread, but in Italy it was also spreading a lot. So it was extremely uncertain situation from our Bangladesh Bank's perspective and the Central Bank of Bangladesh as well. But he has managed somehow to make this happen, and it was really hard work that he did. And now his special request to Giorgio and Corrado and the team of ICMA that if possible, please deliver the machine as fast as possible so that we all can hit the market very soon. So that was his special request to you. And then I leave the rest of the comments from Giorgio when he will be speaking very shortly. So I'll jump into the next person over here, which is Mr. Shahidur Rahman. He is the executive director of Razzaque Jute Industries and will be one of the key responsible persons to provide our right quality jute which will be the input material of Jute. So I will ask you to say a few words, Shahidur bhai.
Unmute, Abul bhai. Unmute him.
Yes, yeah. Now we can hear you. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Am I?
Yes. go ahead, Shahid bhai, apni bolen.
Yeah. Thank you, Abul bhai. I am honored to be invited to be a part of this digital celebration. I'd like to take this opportunity to congratulate both Juteborg Sweden AB and Razzaque Jute Industries Limited for their remarkable achievement till today regarding the formation of the joint venture corporation called Juteborg Razzaque Bangladesh Ltd, and also for the completion of the machine order process for the commercial production of jute PP. On this special occasion, I would like to offer my complete support as the Executive Director of Razzaque Jute Industries Limited to the JVC. Any aid necessary by the JVC from the jute factory shall be provided with utmost importance. I wish all the best for the journey ahead to Juteborg Razzaque Bangladesh Ltd. Thank you very much.
Many, many thanks, Shahid bhai, for such commitment and appreciating the work. And we're looking forward to work very closely in coming days. Right now, I'll go to Milan, to Giorgio, to say a few words regarding the status update from the machine side and you know, and all of your work that you are currently doing. So if you can just elaborate a little bit upon that, that would be really great to hear from you. Giorgio, to you.
Thank you very much for this invitation. And obviously, we are very honored and pleased to be part of this work, to this team, and also to the fact that you decided for ICMA is very important for us, because we think we can really bring to the table a very solid experience in dealing with plastics and natural fibers because of our history and very, very long work done on this type of mixing. So as maybe some of you already know, ICMA has been the first company in the world to mix wood fiber with polypropylene in the early 70s for the automotive industry, making the Woodstock technology a real worldwide success. So along the years, we were able to work with other fibers, not only wood, and it became quite a natural thing to join forces and to cross our experience together with Juteborg Razzaque when the Jute fiber came on a possibility of doing something really important, as some of you already described. Obviously, I want to thank all the people involved in this COVID difficult situation for completing the process, also the banking process, which has been quite painful for all of you, because I understand that it was not easy to close the circle in such a difficult situation, but was a good news that you could close it so that we could start work on the project and make the machines, do the planning, do the plan, the design and manufacturing. So I took note about what Bashar said, that he needs the plant as soon as possible. Unfortunately, we still don't have a 3D printing for extruders making, but it's quite a complex work because you know, extruders has the way we do it to get the best quality is to follow very precise construction protocol. So it starts, so it's not, you know, we can compress timing as much as possible, but at the end, we need the right timing to get everything properly done. But I took note that every little moment we can accelerate, we will do it, because we understand there is a big opportunity for rather to chase the market now for the circular economy, sustainability, and so on. And our style is to support our customers 100%. It's not words, it's really our philosophy. You know, you saw also Corrado, the passion that he put in the project. We want our customers to succeed. So urgency is something important for you. We will do our best to make the machine ready and shipped to the Bangladesh as soon as possible and have the line up and running as soon as possible. And obviously we look for the future. We start with this project. We see a lot of potential for other projects together with this team. And some of you had the chance to know ICMA better by coming also to my factory, see the people, the team, the possibilities, the investments we have here. So we are a real solid industry, more than 100 years old. So we can bring really a solid industrial platform for the future of this collaboration. So I'm very glad I'm part of it. And as an owner, my family is really committed to have all the success for the people of this team, for this project and for the coming projects that I think will come. So thanks again. And I had a real Italian champagne here for the celebration. So I didn't want to lose the opportunity. Obviously, it would be much better to share it physically, but this bottle will stay in the cold Frigidaire so that when some of you will come, we will have the chance to share it together. Okay? So that's it.
Thank you very much, Giorgio. That was brilliant commitment from your side, and we know how the people are at ICMA and how capable the ICMA company itself is. So we are really, looking forward to the continued support and getting the machine on time. So we're looking forward to that. Thank you so much. Now, moving forward, well, in such, complex sort of new business model, when you are working on, legal always plays a very crucial part. And in case of our business, we had some challenges over there, and together with our two best partners, the legal advisor from Juteborg, Sweden, Peter and Shuhan Khan from Bangladesh, they really worked really hard to solve the challenges and bring out a perfect solution. So now I'd like to ask Shuhan Bhai to say a few words to this wonderful journey and about the team and your, we would need more support from your side as well. So if you can put some light on that.
Thank you very much for giving me the chance to say something here today, this afternoon. And I thank all of you once again for being here. Well, first of all, giving a lawyer the floor to speak means that he might run over time. So I'll try to be as concise as possible. Well, at the very first, I would like to say that Bangladesh has become one of Asia's most remarkable success stories and has undergone a phenomenal economic growth in the recent years. Bangladesh has a GDP growth rate of about 8.1%, which is higher than its neighboring countries like India, and it turns out to be an economy which is stronger than Pakistan, Bangladesh's predecessor country. The key drivers of the country's economy include an abundance of highly competitive workforce, export-oriented industrialization with the ready-made garment sector at the forefront, overseas employment of Bangladeshi workers, strong domestic agricultural sector, and with jute and jute manufacturing at the forefront, it has a lot of potentials to reach the sky, literally. And a lot of these key drivers are also driven by a range of correlated factors, such as women empowerment in this country, some of the grassroots initiatives in the economic inclusion, as Razzaque, Bashar Bhai already mentioned, that he also likes to work from the grassroots level. So grassroots initiative has been one of the key drivers of Bangladesh's success story. And apart from that, the rural empowerment has also been at the very forefront of this country's development. And all of these have paved the way for foreign investments to Bangladesh, foreign investors to invest in this jurisdiction, and in creating an investment-friendly environment. To facilitate the same, the government of Bangladesh has taken manifold initiatives, actually. We as a law firm, Accor Chambers, a brief background, basically, we represent the American Chamber of Commerce in Bangladesh, and we are one of the very few law firms enlisted both by the Embassy of the United States in Dhaka, Bangladesh, as well as the British High Commission in Dhaka. And as a result of that, we are also frequently referred to by other consulates and embassies in Bangladesh as the go-to law firm with the view to help foreign investors, advising them with the regulatory compliance in Bangladesh and market entry into this jurisdiction. So I would like to take this opportunity to actually recall what Bashar Bhai of Razzaque Jute, when he first engaged me in this project to facilitate this joint venture in Bangladesh. What he said was phenomenal, basically. What Bashar Bhai said is that, Suhan Bhai, you as a lawyer, although we are the first, we Razzaque Jute is coming to you to help this, to structure this investment into Bangladesh. But we don't want you to consider us, Razzaque, as your client, and neither do we want you to be considered as our lawyer. We want you to act as the lawyer of this joint venture. We want you to act as the lawyer for Juteborg and Razzaque and come up with a structure which is regulatory compliant, protecting the best interest of both the sides. And I can tell you, I mean, as a lawyer, when we represent, we are working with some of the very major projects in Bangladesh. And as a lawyer, this is something which I don't experience every day. I don't experience the client instructing me. What I experience usually is that the client is instructing me, coming up to me and saying that, well, you make sure that our best legal interest is protected at all means from all sides. So this was indeed a phenomenal, and this actually shows the connection which Juteborg and Razzaque must have found before they engaged a lawyer, Accor Chambers, or me as a lawyer to facilitate the transaction. So I take that sense of trust and mutual understanding and partnership and look forward to see how and what works best for this great initiative together, Juteborg and Razzaque's joint venture partnership. We have had challenges because of certain regulatory limitations in Bangladesh. As you probably understand, we've had detailed discussions with Christina, with Elsemarie, legal counsel pictures, but we have come to a solution that works. And this, morning shows the day. So this in itself is indicative of the fact that what awaits us in the future is even better. Bangladesh, once again, I hope to be finishing within the time, but as I said at the beginning, don't think twice before you give the chance to a lawyer to speak. Bangladesh is a textbook example of rapid transformation on many fronts, including per capita income, including GDP growth, export, foreign direct investments coming into Bangladesh, foreign reserve, infrastructural development, power and electricity development. Today, and the reason I'm saying is to understand the foreign investment environment in Bangladesh. Today, foreign investors in Bangladesh not only enjoy equal treatment like local investors, but are secured by laws against nationalization, expropriation, and other sort of manipulation. There's specific statutes for that. So foreign equity is allowed. There's no restriction on repatriation of investments at the exit or repatriation of profits in the form of dividends. And there are various tax incentives and holidays also there. And all of these are in addition to the export-oriented sectors like jute. In this particular venture will be an interesting export-oriented, exploring the market as well. And thanks to the competitive workforce, low wage, duty-free market access, various other facilities, all of this today makes Bangladesh as one of the most welcoming jurisdictions to invest. So as a lawyer of Bangladesh, I can tell one thing to Juteborg and all the stakeholders here, is that if you are thinking about foreign investments, you have come to the right jurisdiction. And as I've mentioned, that what Bashar Bhai's position was when he engaged me, I can very confidently also say that you've not only come to the right jurisdiction in Bangladesh, but also picked up the right partner for this jurisdiction, who believes in partnership and who instructs his legal counsels to work in the mutual convenience of both the sides, not just one. With this, I would like to say on a very strong note, as one of the leading law firms in this country facilitating foreign investments in Bangladesh, I will make sure and give my very best in the days to follow to ensure that the best interest, commercial, financial, and legal in this jurisdiction of Bangladesh, of Juteborg and Razzaque, and this great venture together is legally and regulatorily protected at all times to the best way possible. And I remain, on behalf of my team at Accord Chambers, fully committed in ensuring that, and looking forward to represent you in the days to come. Thank you very much for having me here.
Thank you very, very much, Juan Bhai. It was really, really nice hearing all these facts and the dynamics of Bangladesh as a market and as an right investment decision, destination as well. And we really appreciate your so far committed support, and we're really looking forward to that. I'm sure we will need more and more support from your side in coming days. Having said that, now we'd like to move on to some other country, Lichtenstein. And the person who was with us from the very beginning, almost when we started this journey with Razzaque Jute Mill for the joint venture, and that crucial trip where Otto Frommelt, our advisor, was accompanying with us, and then it was a great experience having you onboarded at the time. So I'd like to give the floor to Otto to say a few words, and yeah, Otto, it's up to you now.
Thanks very much. I'm just putting my timer on, and it's a great pleasure to be invited and join this conversation, and especially also celebration. First and foremost, I want to give a special thank you to somebody who can see it maybe.
Yeah.
He understands, Mr. Bashar, and Mr. Bashar understands this as well. Anyhow, I would like to talk about the success formula, which is behind me here, and in the next 3 minutes. And I would like to start with, well, it has been a fantastic journey. You are now on a JV, joint venture. It's a marriage, it's a partnership, but it's also an international building JV, which has quite a lot of, I would call it challenges, but I think I have created, at least for you, for today, my business recipe. It's close to UTEC and UTEP recipe, but this is the success for business. And it starts as follows. I said, you have 4 important issues. The first one is, if you look there, is it's about business and operations. You need a business and operational plan. You need an empowered organization, leadership. You need governance with a good president, and you need a shared vision. And I would just like to say 2-3 things. For the first one is to have a business and operational plan. It's all about focus, to have a roadmap. And if you look, then I will show it later to you and you get it. It's really important that you agree to milestone as a team of the JV, and also you have dates and volumes agreed. I think of Giorgio, like he has already said, of ICMA. It was a great pleasure also to meet Corrado, and you committed to the timeline when there is a delivery. And I think those kind of things are very important, that you can truly plan. You have to plan, of course, manufacturing, but you have to plan personnel, so on and so forth. So the first point is all about focus and roadmap and operational plan. Then for the leadership, I see here two things. The first one is all about operational excellence. That's really very much up to, I call it Bashar, and manufacturing side as one. Then you need a selling machine. That is really up, I would call it, to the Juteborg team, and they have really to think about how they get to this selling machine. There I see two things that you really should consider and think about. An operations director, I call it, or managing director for operations, and one on sales, that you give truly focus and emphasis. The third one is, which is up there on my screen, it's about governance. Governance is about review and reflection. So what I suggest to you in a very simple manner, that you have a monthly Zoom meeting for 1 hour, a quarterly Zoom meeting for 3 hours, a half-year Zoom meeting for 6 hours, so you can see this logic, and a yearly meeting of one day. And if I come to my last point, and I think it's very, very important what is on there, and I call it shared vision. I think you need to define still as the new marriage partnership, being together, which you are doing so well, you should think about to have a shared vision. I call it liberating the world from plastics. It could be. Don't forget your fantastic competitive advantage you have with UTEP, and I call it UTEP by Jute, which is a high-tech startup. So look on that, and also look on it, you call it farmer to factory supply chain. I would call it farmer to factory to end customer, or farmer to factory to store, that you enlarge your vision. Because, and that is down on the really overall objective, you want in 2021 manufacture and sell 3,000 tons of the raw material. So I really would like to that you are focusing on these things, then you will be able. And I would like to finish with the vision and why that is so important, with just a picture. It's about the business of bricks. So one guy was asked, what are you doing? He said, well, I lay bricks because I'm in the business of bricks. So the second guy was asked, what are you doing? He said, I'm making a wall. And the third one, and I think this is for the JRB, he said, I build a mosque. So this is about that you need truly a shared vision. And for that, I wish you good luck.
Excellent, Otto. Thank you so much. I mean, we can really, sense your passion and excitement to see us succeed in this whole journey. And I'm sure the way you have laid out the roadmap, it will definitely take us to our, vision, the shared vision as you spoke about. Thank you so much. And I can assure you that we have already started working on that operational plan, strategic operational plan that we call it. And of course, your guidance will help us a lot. Thank you so much. Moving forward with, right now, I would like to give the floor to our social media ambassador, Sulaiman Shukun, who is having more than 1 million followers in his combined social media channels around the world, and in particular in Bangladesh. And he has been helping us a lot from the very beginning of his inclusion in the team to promote Jute, Juteborg, Bangladesh, Sweden, everything. So we are really, we really appreciate your effort, and we'd like to hear some words from you. And as you know, we need more and more people to learn about jute-based innovation and potential, as well as the policymakers and the stakeholders of Bangladesh, where you have very good influence already. So if you can shed some light upon that, that would be really encouraging for us.
Thank you, everyone. I'm a dreamer, trust me. this guy, I don't have any other identity. He mentioned social media ambassador, everything. I'm a dreamer. Yes, I was born in a country which is struggling when we compare to probably North America or Europe. In many cases, unconsciously we think we are less. It's a global thing. But somehow, I met 3 years back, Christina, Elsmary, Abul. So I was in my office. I was working for a internet service provider and Microsoft Cloud, blah, blah. Then they came in. So I didn't believe actually. The Magnus came in. So I said, okay, some folks from Sweden, one of the best place to live on earth, the country of Eva. And I'm just kidding. I'm saying, are they like serious? Are they real? What's the agenda? Because we kind of fail to, we don't want to dream. A lot of people, they just don't take that very first step. And we cannot trust. So when Abir and Magnus, Elsmary, Christina came to my office, I just looked at them. We spoke probably for an hour and I was like, oh my God, they're real. These people selflessly believe that they can do something for a country called Bangladesh, and definitely it's mutually beneficial. They're not saints here. They're not here to do charity. They're saying the world needs something. You guys have that. Let's break it up. And there were no foreseeable business case, viable business case at that time. Even they haven't had a partner, proper partner. But Elsmary used to get excited about, yes, Shukhan, Jute. Then Christina used to be, look at me, I have even my Jute is like here. Magnus was showing his hair, saying Jute. And then I was like, my God, some people from those areas, they love us. For the love of God, I was like, oh my God, I was a dreamer. I was trying to pursue a lot of things, trying to raise awareness on a lot of issues. And I get bullied and I get questioned. A lot of things happen. But they restored my entire faith. Oh my God, and they keep on coming back to my country. They keep on asking. So I visited them and everything. And even living in Bangladesh, knowing all these things, and with all my social media influence, I never spoke about jute or environment. They encouraged me. Somebody from thousands of miles away came and told me, okay, Shukhan, you probably made some followings and everything, social media, use it for good cause. And trust me, I made a video on jute and that gets 2.5 million views of this era without any boosting. We think that renewables, environment friendly things are boring. Kids don't love it. No, if properly presented, people are actually waiting to grab this kind of thing. So they gave me so much good information and I'm excited about that machine that's gonna come and all these 3Ds, all these extruders, all these, compositions. So I am truly, truly glad that you guys thought that I'm worthy enough to be in this team in any capacity, whichever, and trust me, the dream that is becoming reality till my last breath. Even if I need to change my career path, I will do that. I would like to work with this team. Trust me, if I have to relocate it, I have to change my portfolio. If I have to just leave everything that I have built here, I'm 100% ready because I can foresee 10, 12, 15 years. Folks, these meetings, even today's thing during COVID, all these people from Italy, Lichtenstein, Sweden, Bangladesh, they raised, toasted. That's what started. And especially Razzaque Jute Mill, that yes, they kind of absorbed it and did that. So once more, whenever I'm needed, however I'm needed in whatever capacity, I'm there. And to my utmost power in social media and everywhere, I'm gonna make Jute, 3D, all these things super cool again so that the young kids, they want to say, I don't want to make a rap song. I want to be a Jute blogger or I want to work in a Jute factory. So next 20, 25 years, I'm gonna utilize social media and business development capacities in a way that all these things today we are discussing becomes one of the most greenest way to serve our planet so that we can say that, yeah, we did our part. We knew there are a lot of issues, but we tried and we did our part. And this is the future that we are laying right now as we speak. My sincere gratitude to each and every member of this team. I learn from you guys every other day. Do keep me and my family in your prayers. And I wish you all a great health. And please remain careful because we are Captain Planets here. We're gonna change it. And it's just started. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Shukhan Bhai. That was really inspiring. And we are a little bit way ahead of our time, but still, I will. That's not at all your fault. It was a combined. I mean, it's hard to resist us at this moment, right? But now I'll go to Toronto. If I'm not wrong, Elsifi, you are based in there right now. So Elsifi is one of our advisors, honorable advisors, who have been also giving us lots of advice from the beginning. So I'd like to ask you to say a few words and share this moment all together with us. Just a moment, Elsifi, I think I need to unmute you. Just a second. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm actually in a town called London in Ontario, close to Toronto. But I'm given a difficult task now, because after hearing all the wonderful work and enthusiasm by the Juteborg Razzaque Bangladesh team and the high caliber of the partners brought together today around this virtual Zoom meeting, I will attempt to link all this great work to the SDGs, which is a dry subject, as you can imagine. But the Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, are a global agenda, also known as the Global Goals, adopted by all UN state members in 2015. The SDGs are a universal vision and a call to action to end poverty, protect the planet, and ensure that all people enjoy peace and prosperity by 2030. So it's very ambitious, as you could see. Sustainability definitions and business plans often refer to the 3 Ps, which consist of planet, people, and profit. These 3 words, beginning with P, describe how the goal of sustainability is within the sweet spot of all of these different values. In July 2017, the SDG Business Forum recognized the critical role of business in delivering on the promise of sustainable and inclusive development. So the question is, how does the work of Juteborg Razzaque Bangladesh contribute to this achievement, to the achievement of the SDGs? The most obvious is Goal 9, industry, innovation, and infrastructure. This is the core of Juteborg's philosophy, where innovation is pivotal in transforming the gold of jute through industrial production of new eco-friendly elements and products of use in today's world. However, in addition, the work you're doing strives to contribute to achieving the SDGs as follows. So the fair compensation of farmers planting jute achieves Goal 1, no poverty, consequently achieving Goal 2, no hunger, and Goal 4, quality education. The sustainable, responsible jute production, along with the value chain, contributes to Goal 3, good health of farmers and laborers, Goal 6, clean water, and consequently contributing to Goal 13, climate action, Goal 14, life below water, and Goal 15, life on land. Women's empowerment of innovation and entrepreneurship is key to Juteborg's work. Juteborg's work achieves Goal 5, which is gender equality. Improving the jute production and its manufacturing responsibly completes the value chain, achieving Goal 7, affordable and clean energy, and Goal 8, decent work and economic growth. Fair production and improved working conditions achieve Goal 10, reduced inequalities, and the construction and vehicle materials produced and community development efforts contribute to Goal 11, which is sustainable cities and communities. The sustainable products achieve Goal 12, responsible consumption, and work done by all of you contributes consequently to Goal 16, peace, justice, and strong institutions. Finally, last but not least, as Christina mentioned at the beginning, the partnership between Bangladesh and Sweden and experience from other countries, Italy, Lichtenstein, Canada, Finland, as well as the rich variety of sectors and actors involved, exemplify Goal 17 partnerships and goals. In conclusion, congratulations, Juteborg Razzaque Bangladesh are aiming to achieve all the SDGs. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Fantastic, Elsie. Thank you very, very much, because I'm overexcited at this moment, because in Juteborg, we have been telling people that we touch all the SDGs from the very, very beginning. And then, I used to feel it when I say that. We were very, talking about this with high conviction. But when you look at the other people, you can see sheer disbelief in their attitude, in their body language, because nobody can even think of that a small, not small, but a core team with a small core team, a company that can, show this courage to touch all the SDGs. But we actually have been, trumpeting on that. And once the team, especially led by Christina and Else-Marie, they did all these, checkouts, where we are touching, how we are touching all the SDGs. And we saw, yes, absolutely. And then I'm personally very thankful to you, Elsie, because you have done this assessment by yourselves, and it gives us more conformity and more assurance. Am I right, with Christina and Else-Marie?
This is so fantastic, I must say, because I started to cry now, because we have really aiming for this and argue that we contribute to all the 17 Sustainable Development Goals. But so when we just listen to you, what you say, and you confirm this is really fantastic, because we are not asked you to say these kind of words.
This was like a gift, dear Mohammed, because we have really been sitting, both Else-Marie and me and Abul, sitting and touching down every goal. And when we go out there and meet the bigger company or multinational companies, they really look strange at us when we say that we target all the goals, because they target like 3 or 4 maybe, and here we can, but we have our model, so we do it.
Yes.
And the thing that many big companies, they, as Christina said, select 3 or 4 of the goals. But we have said that you must consider all of the 17 development goals on the same time, because you have to be sure that you don't create other problem by solving one problem. So you can't just look at 3 or 4 of the goals. You have to consider the complexity and all of the goals.
Yeah. Great. I mean, it's a really moment of huge pride for us as well. So thank you very much once again.
Yeah.
Right now, I will jump to Magnus, our fantastic Jute ambassador, one of the top 10 bass guitarists in the world. And I would love to ask him and request him to, say a few words and play your magic for all of us to celebrate.
Yes, first I will say it's a pleasure to be involved in this, for sure. I got a dream when I was younger, and it was to play rock music around the world, and that dream come through. But my dream today is to work hard for a sustainable world together with this fantastic team. So it's really a pleasure, and I'm so happy to be involved in this. I know the time is short, and I prepared a piece for 4 minutes, but maybe I will play only some short things because the time is running out, I think. So what do you think about that?
Pick your choice.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead. I mean, we'd love to hang on, right?
So here in my kitchen, I am ready to rock.
Nej, vad är musiken? Vad är ljudet?
Han glömde ju.
The volume.
Then I do it again. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Jute rocks.
Synd att ljudet är så.
Fantastic. Thank you. Thank you so much, Magnus, for entertaining us. And without you, this celebration wouldn't be possible at all. So thank you for your contribution with the team, because you have been following us in almost each of our last few journeys. So you played everywhere, in front of school kids, in front of the thousands of jute mill workers. So I think you have already done so many great things for those thousands of people, and probably they will never have this sort of, you know, amazing time in their life ever. That was the most memorable time of thousands of them. So thank you so much and following us. It's wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, we are almost at the end, but I'd just like to introduce one additional person who just came a bit late in this conversation. He's Mr. Zia Khan, one of the directors of Razzaque Jute Industries Limited. If Zia Bhai, if you would like to just introduce very shortly about you, and then we will go for toasting, virtual toast. And in that case, I would request Christina and Elsemarie to take the lead and do the virtual toast all together. And after that, we will wrap up. So starting off with Zia Bhai, if you can just introduce yourself. I'm trying to unmute you. আমি আপনাকে unmute করছি, একটু যদি আপনাকে quickly introduce করে দিতেন।
Jasim bhai, can you share your screen to him so he can just introduce and we can get on with it?
Yes. Hello. Hello.
Yes, good.
I'm Ziaur Rahman Khan, Razzaque Jute Industries Limited Director. Everybody, thank you.
Thank you very, very much, Zia Bhai. We will talk a lot in coming times, and thank you for joining us as well. So the last part of the program, I just would like to hand it over to Christina and Elsemarie to take the lead.
Now Thomas is going to open the Prosecco. This is the Italian champagne. And here comes the
Italian champagne.
Champagne. And maybe you all can unmute now. And it doesn't matter if we do lots of carols at this moment. It's
don't
worth it, right?
How do I take a picture? I have
Kamal Duabza.
Yes,
Yeah, we are
yes.
having it as close to the champagne as possible.
We're going as halal way as much as possible.
Cheers, everyone, and thank you all so much. And we are looking so forward to this journey to continue and continue and continue. Cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Yes,
to all.
absolutely,
Yes.
absolutely.
Just a request, if everyone can just hold on their glass for a moment, I can take one group photo for a memory. Yes, everyone is looking good, I think. Perfect. On the count of 1, 2, 3, right? 1,
You look
2,
at the camera. You
3.
look at the camera too.
Yes. One more. 1, 2, 3. Give me a second.
Yeah, I got it covered too. Yeah, I have taken a picture as well.
Perfect. Just a second. Yes, it looks brilliant, I think. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much to you all.
Thank you, everyone. Yeah, it's all done. You can drink now.
Cheers to everyone and cheers to us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for joining.
Fantastic.
With
Mr. Giorgio.
Mr. Bashar.
Yes. Otto, yes.
This time it's not the Swedish cosmos. This is other stuff.
Oh. We are missing the halal champagne. So yeah. Cheers to everyone.
Everyone, thank you so much for your precious time and taking your time and joining us here today's digital event where we celebrate digitally. And thank you for this special champagne, Giorgio. And I think we will come and open it up together when we come there around in November, I guess. And we will keep you all updated. And I can't say any more good things actually, because everything is.
Mother Sophie, thank you very much. It was nice meeting you.
Yes.
Welcome to Bangladesh. Yeah, we haven't met you in person, so it was nice meeting you.
I look forward. Thank you.
Thank you. Rest of you, we have met each other. So yeah, good luck and thank you. Stay safe.
For joining.
Yeah.
Thank you, Abid.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Christina and Mary.
Good work.
Yeah, fantastic.
Thank you very much.
And definitely we would like to invite everyone to Bangladesh for the
when COVID goes away.
Company. Yes. Yeah. For the inauguration of our company, of our joint venture company.
Working so hard.
Right, Thomas and.
Okay, Bashar is specially inviting Thomas and Lasse.
Must. Chief guest of the inauguration, yes.
Yes, they have to be here,
Yeah.
Bashar short on.
The Bangladesh.
Hey, he noticed. Yes.
Special thanks to Elizabeth, who has come from France to help us out with our work in incoming times. And she has been really, really very handy and she's helping us a lot. And she will learn a lot of more things in coming days from the team. And special thanks to Shahid Bhai and also Zia Bhai for your time. And of course, last but not the least, my beloved wife, Laila Afroz, over there in other room.
She's been keeping quiet. She didn't say anything.
We decided to be, separately, joining this room. So that's why but we are very much together, right? Thank you, Shwan Bhai as well. So, and Magnus, thank you so much. Whom I have left, Thomas and Lasse, the dearest. Very, very thank you for joining.
As Bashar was saying, brother-in-laws.
Brother-in-laws.
Yes.
I mean, we have a funny word in Bengali. It's called Dulabhai. And when you are...
That's what Bashar is calling, actually.
Your sister's husband is called Dulabhai, right? And it's associated with lots of humor because lots of fun things within the family happens between Dulabhai, that means the brother-in-law, and other parts of the family members. So that's why it's a very funny you always have.
Little brother.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, thank you very much, everyone. Once again, LCP, very, very thank you for your
so much.
Thank you, guys. Words.
Bye.
Again, thanks a lot for your time, and I'm sure you will help us a lot in coming days. Otto, again, thank you so much. We have had some discussions in the last couple of days, and I really appreciate all of your very specific questions. And I'm sure with all of your guidance and all of your support, we will do the best work ever. And I feel more confident now because considering this COVID situation, the team has been really invincible, as Christina and Else-Marie always referred to. And we have such a wonderful team around us that gives us more strength for future success. So, yeah.
Thank you, Abir bhai,
thank you so much
for the hosting. Yeah, it was a good celebration. I think we can end with the music. Your music was good at the beginning.
Yes.
So everybody missed it. Yeah.
I'll try that once again, and we will try to share some of the pictures on social media when it is the
Abir bhai, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. We end this session today, and thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
We leave or listen to the music?
Up to you. I don't want you to leave, you know, but it's up to you, of course.
I think Laila Bhabhi and Abir can be in the same room together now. Yeah, I think it's over.
Yeah, you can join me now.
Yeah, everybody joining with them. There you go.
That's more like it.
Yeah.
Very good.
So no social distancing in this case, right? All right. So
All right. Signing off. Thank you.
Yes. Thank
That big
you.
round of applause to everyone, all of us.
Thank you so much.
Looking forward to it.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Inshallah. Yeah, we will see each other.
It was a great job on your part, indeed.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It was a professional one.
Absolutely. Loved it. Thank you.
Thank you, Bashar.
Christina. Thank you, Else-Marie, Lasse, Thomas. Bye-bye.
Yes.
Missing you guys a lot, especially the cheese.
Hope to see you all in Bangladesh very soon.
Yeah.
Now you should come to me.
Yeah, we're missing the cheese from Christina's house, obviously. Yes. And the extended kitchen from Else-Marie's house. Yes. Yeah.
We'll have to eat.
To come. Yeah.
I will never ever serve you some food again.
Don't worry. We will make our own food now. That's fine. Take care, everyone. Stay safe. Bye-bye. Signing off. Bye-bye.
Elizabeth, thank you so much for joining, and we'll be in touch.
Inviting me. It was great. It was really great.
Thank you. Yeah. All right then. So Christina, Else-Marie, Thomas, Lasse. Hey do for now.
Hey do.
But we'll be in touch.
Can you stay a little?
Sure. Thank you.
Christina? Christina, can you hear me? Kan du höra mig? Nej, jag hör.
Hör du inte?
Hör du mig?
Ja, jag hör dig. Abir kanske har mutat mig. Jag hör dig.
Ja, visst är det fantastiskt liksom. Ja, vi har faktiskt startat det här. Det är klart att det aldrig hade funkat utan Abir. våra kära män som släpper lös oss galna kvinnor. Men nu hör jag inte dig.
Vi är ett team.
Ja.
Det är jätteviktigt med teamet.
Men sen att Elso får berätta om alla de här målen.
Jag trodde han skulle ta 3.
I had that same fear, you know. I was preparing in my mind.
I got a shock.
I was preparing in mind how to convert that into all if he stops in 3, 4, 5 SDGs. But then he started to, kept touching all the SDGs. That was really brilliant.
Fantastic. And he hasn't been so involved in lately, but he has followed us anyway. So.
Ja, det är helt otroligt alltså. Helt otroligt.
And shook on speech.
Ja.
Thomas and I start on Thomas more.
Jag fick en tår i ögat. Han är grym. Att få med sig alla dessa människor är helt fantastiskt. Han är helt grym.
Han gör det från hjärtat.
Verkligen från hjärtat. Det är helt enastående. Helt enastående.
Ja, det är det. Ja.
Yes.
So that
we are the tornado, not the hurricane.
Nu ska jag hoppa i min pool.
Det ska inte vi, för det finns inget vatten i den.
Ja, den som väntar på något gott, Christina.
Ja, så är det.
Thomas, we are progressing. We are progressing in real. So the machine will arrive very, very soon. Hopefully.
We sure are.
Yes, we sure are.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us.
Very, very nice meeting.
Yeah.
Very, very, very nice. Well organized and everything.
Thank you so much, Abir and Laila, for coordinating this.
You did a brilliant job, Abir.
Thanks to you all.
Thank you a lot.
Yeah.
And Lasse, thanks a lot for joining us as well. Yeah, because I was when we are preparing and making all the plans, I was okay, is that the cat?
But we have a big dog here now. We can put
he was really jealous because he understood that something was going on, but he didn't understand what. So.
Yeah. So
Amen.
Yeah, I was not very sure that everyone can join. So, but most of the persons have joined, so that's great. Hello, cat.
We missed out the bank person, didn't we?
Yeah, we missed him actually. But anyways, we will be in touch with him. So he has been notified. That was the
He doesn't know what he missed.
Yes, exactly.
Send him the film.
Peter, eller vad sa du?
I look forward to see the recording.
Yep.
Ja.
Yeah.